The one person that should have been here that I'm genuinely shocked is not is the pretty boy of the 20s in Malcolm Freeberg. I am shocked Malcolm is not here. So if the Riz God had to pick one person, it'd be Malcolm.
It's the OG Earl. I think he's an incredible winner. I think that, you know, he would offer so much to the game now in a way that, like, we didn't see on his season, even though he was so thoughtful and meticulous in his season. So I'm going with Earl. I think he would have been a great casting choice.
I would say Jerry should be here and is not. And I say that because I think Jerry is one of the original, like, super women of Survivor. And I would love to see how her game gets recognized and appreciated if she played in 2025.
I'm picking Jerry Manthe. I saw that video she posted in the desert before we all lost our phones, and it just tugged at my heartstrings. And it would be awesome to see her out here with Colby one last time. And I guess I'll say, if I end up voting Colby out, I'll say that Jerry sends her regards.
We've had a tumultuous relationship, but Jerry Manthe should be on this beach. She is the original villainess, right? And she actually hates that. She didn't want to be that, but she became a villain. But it's not going to be the same for me competing once again and not having Jerry on the beach somewhere in some way. So I'm bummed she's not here.
T-Bird. She's done so much for the Survivor community. There's no one who supports, like, individual castaways more than T-Bird, no matter what you did on the show. So I would have loved to see her back here.
Out of all the survivors that I've met, when Jeff talks about joyful, the person that comes to mind is Ben Katzman. I mean, maybe he's my bestie in Survivor land, but he lives each day like me, wakes up with joy in his heart, and he's ready to slay life. So that's the one guy that I wish were here.
Richard Hatch, obviously. I mean, it's 50 seasons. You gotta invite the original winner, the original gay Machiavellian nudist. And yeah, it would have been amazing to have him here.
I'm going to say the first winner, Richard Hatch, to be here in all his naked glory.
The person that should be out here is my buddy Mike, my main man, Mike. He did so well in the game. I believe that he should have won. I think that he needs another chance to come out here and see if he can win. A lot of his strategy wasn't shown, and if he comes back out here, I think he could win it.
Boston Rob. The reason for Boston Rob shout out is I feel that him, along with many others, when you think about Survivor, you think about him. He's just been here and done so much, and he's a part of the show. So that's who I would cast.
I would say Rob, not Boston Rob. Yeah, the Rob that I did the Cumio for, the one with the podcast. He should be here. I mean, this guy does so much for the Survivor community. He's so plugged in with all the players. He's so strategic, and I think he should have gotten a second shot.
Carolyn from season 44. I am a huge Carolyn fan. I love what she's brought to Survivor. She is someone who's so open and vulnerable with everybody. And I feel like Carolyn truly embodies what it means to be a player in the new era, just because this era is all about storytelling. It's all about these memorable characters. And for me, Carolyn has been that memorable character. Also, I would die to play with her. So if I ever get to come back, I hope Carolyn is on my season.
I would have loved to see Carolyn out here on the beach. She is arguably one of the biggest players from the new era, and I think that she would be super fun to watch again.
Carolyn. I think Carolyn should have been on 50. I think she gave a lot to Survivor by just being her, and she is herself and she doesn't care about it. I think she should have been here, and it would have been fun to play with her too. I like her.
Davey should be here. Davey was had such a huge heart, and had such a thrilling, like almost incredibly, like recklessly, like enthusiastic view of the game, where he would just run, he would play idols on people, he would run around the beach, he would twirl sticks. The man had so many antics that never even made camera. The dude tipped me off in the middle of the night about incoming blindside by tossing sand at me from a tree line while I was at the ocean. What more could you want from the man? I sure hope to see him on my screen sometime soon.
I'm going with my buddy Devin Pinto, because if I was robbed, he was just as robbed. So he would have been a great person to see back here.
I think Ty should have been here on Survivor 50, because Ty is undercover savage. Do you remember when Ty promised to give his idol to the guy, I forget his name, on his tribe? And then when it came time, when push came to shove, he looked at Ty and said, all right, I'm gonna need that. And Ty was like, nah. Savage.
Jesse should be here. I'm a very casual fan of Survivor, and sometimes I forget seasons the moment they're over. But as a very casual Survivor fan, I still distinctly remember Jesse. He lives in my head rent-free, and I'm shocked not to see him out here.
Naturally, from my season, Hunter, I wish he was here. I would have loved to play with him again.
Philip Shepard should have been here for Survivor 50 because we are currently robbed of seeing him, Coach, and Q interact in the game together. And I think that would be wonderful.
Kelly Wentworth should be here from Survivor 50 because she is Wentworth. Does not count.
I think we need more winners, and I really adore him. I would pick Ethan Zahn. Ethan and I were teammates and tribe mates. We were teammates out here in Fiji last time doing Eco Challenge together before we did All Stars, where I was a little mean to him in All Stars, but I did not vote you out, Ethan. I would love for you to be my tribe mate again here.
I'm gonna go with Ian from Palau. Remember Ian? Ian went to the final 3. He only did not go to the final 2 because Tom won and picked Katie because he was smart. He knew he could beat Katie. Ian was amazing. He was a dolphin trainer and he was funny and he was just great around to have camp, even though I was only at his camp for like 2 tribals. And he was just a really great player. So I'm surprised that Ian is not here for season 50.